Haymon Mason in my lap. All right. So let's talk about Shawn Porter. Okay, Shawn Porter made some comments and clarified some comments. Let's get into it. So apparently, Shawn Porter, he said I think Shawn Porter gets take. I think Shawn Porter's comments get took out of context a lot. All right, and I think he just, when you start getting in front of a microphone, it's totally different. But then we start to get in front of a microphone as a fighter, as a former fighter, and people still think you active, and people always say you hate in the social media era. It's difficult to kind of get that divider between you being an analyst or a contributor to boxing from a media standpoint. You as a former fighter, and it's going to be hard for him to be objective, and that's what makes that show so good, because everybody on the show is objective. The brother, I forget the brother's name on the show. I ain't good with names, but he told Terence Crawford to his face that he thought Errol Spence was going to win. That is what it is. It's hard to have an objective opinion about people in boxing. He turned around and said, well, Devin gonna lose to Shakira. Then Devin said, well, I want to fight you then. I want to fight you. You still a fighter. Let's go fight. It's hard to separate that, just get that separation. That's why you see a lot of people that just say they use the default line on a 50-50 fight. It's a good fight. I love both guys. Blase, blah, blase, blah. Because every time you say something in boxing, everybody's sensitive in social media era. I mean, when you give your all to a sport, you think you and somebody cool and they give an honest opinion. That's why a lot of people just ride the middle. That's why I tell people you just gotta, you gotta do the studying for yourself. You can't listen to the sparring partners they employed by the fighter. You can't listen to other fighters because they have a fraternity. It's like when Shawn Porter, and a lot of people thought Shawn Porter and Errol Spence and Shawn Porter, Danny Garcia was ducking in a beef, and they was in, I think he said they was somewhere, I think it was in the Ukraine or something. He said he knocks on the hotel room door to say hi to Errol or Danny, whatever. It was Earl. And he goes in the room, and him and Danny in there chopping it up and talking and having a conversation. The fans make it, something that it really ain't. All this is designed. All this is scripted. Do all the players all the actors in the game, all the fighters in the game got the script? Hell no. All this is scripted, dog. Sometimes they gotta, rewrite the script. Sometimes it gotta be a detour. Sometimes somebody lose. But all this shit is scripted, bro. Reporter on negotiating for Spence fight. Do it on your own. Ain't gonna get it done. So hold on, let me kind of get here. I'm reading the quotes. He said Terence needs somebody to represent him and speak to Mr. Haymon, because Mr. Haymon is not going to respect him as a businessman. At the end of the day, who else would know more than Shawn? Porter told the boxer boy, we already know you throw fists. What substantial businesses are you coming to me with? It is what it is. Nobody's going to respect Terence Crawford as a businessman until they see some business moves happen and they start to say, okay, he knows what he's talking about. He's legit. But this is the first shot trying to get it with Earl and doing it on your own ain't going to get it done. Okay? So he said, so he's going to have to show people that he can do business furthermore, be professional about it. I know what I mean. Porter said it can't be a cold call at 10 a.m. It has to be very, very professional in order for Mr. Haymon and other people outside the arena to take you serious. So at the end of the day, bro, and I mean, reading what he says here, guess what? Terence Crawford, strapped his nuts on, then held his nuts and went to go make a deal with Black Prime. And we'll see. We seen Mickey Bay get down to the 23rd and a half hour, and the fight didn't go on. So you can't count your chickens before it hatch. This is an app that's very little people know. We don't know how the streaming gonna be like. We don't know if we're gonna get clarity. We don't know who's gonna be the announcers. We don't know how the media credentials work. We don't know how the setup gonna be. Is it gonna be ghetto? Is it gonna be professional? I mean, do they have people that they consult to make this thing go smooth? We don't know. Anytime you get somebody new, it's skeptical. We don't know what's gonna happen. So with everybody being skeptical, it may not happen. But if it happened and they cut the check and it's successful, you know what I'm saying? And he get money. I mean, he made a business move. He said he got other smart business investments that he made. Somebody said the gym that he run is on prime real estate in Omaha. They say it's on prime real estate. So he said he could walk away from boxing right now if he wanted to. You know, I meant to say in the other video about him doing the interview with Caleb Duke, people said that they said that he said they didn't expect the numbers to be monstrous. And they said, how you gonna say that? It's called being a realist. It's a new app. You know, and they got to do some, you know, people still don't even know what the zone is. So they got to draw some people to the app, you know. So he you know, he said that. He said they're not going to respect him until he goes to the room, but it's always something. It's all, when you talking about Errol Spence, it's always something. I mean, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, it's always something. Tell me I'm lying. It's always something. But did Shawn look at him? They told the nigga to leave Bob Arum. He was with Bob Arum forever. They could have made this fight in advance. They could have made it. Bob said it could be done in 10 minutes. We could pay Terence Crawford. They could pay Errol Spence. We could be a joint. They negotiated 2 Deontay Wilder fights with Tyson Fury fights, and they never came up to a deal. So you had to leave Bob. You had to leave at Bob for the fight to happen. Now they saying, well, you don't have nobody to respect. You need to be somebody respected. Well, I was with the biggest promoter in the game, the most successful promoter in the game. You don't work with Eddie. Only ones he's worked with in the past by force is Don King. That was Bermain Severn and Wilder. He don't fuck with Eddie. He don't mess with Bob. I was with Bob. We could have made the fight with Bob. You didn't make the fight with Bob. So I went to go do it on my own. Where else am I going to go sign with to make the fight? You don't mess with Eddie. You don't mess with Bob. Where else am I going to go? Oscar De La Hoya? You don't even fuck with Oscar. A lot of people don't think the Tank fight happened. Now the Tank say he fight in D.C. So I don't know. I heard it was going to be Ryan. I ain't hear D.C. You know, maybe they expected him to be on house arrest or something. But at the end of the day, now is, you know, oh, you don't have nobody real. It's always moving the bar. It ain't like we moving the bar forward. They moving the bar backwards. He was with Bob. He could have made the fight with Bob. Now, oh, they don't respect him as a businessman. Well, nigga, I was with a real promoter, Bob here. You told me to leave him to make the fight. It could be done. I leave him to make the fight. Now what? Now it's still an issue. Man, if you can't see they don't want to make the fight, bro, it's just time to move on. Or whoop that nigga ass in the street. Or hire, you know, somebody put that steel to his head. Shit, fuck that. Now, Andre Ward called out Shawn Porter. He said, brother, Shawn Porter, Showtime Shawn P. I don't agree with your comments about Crawford Spence negotiations, how Crawford should conduct himself. I can't respect that. It sounds like you telling him to shut up and fight. Fighters have worked hard to have a seat at the table, and they have. They have. And Shawn did clarify his comments. Hold on. You know, Shawn did clarify his comments. Hold on. I'm trying to go back. Hold on. So he says there's a lot of opinions, commentary about Spencer Crawford negotiating. Reality is majority don't know. It's okay to admit that there are a handful of people who know day to day. The rest are just fighting their hearts out in the comment section. Y'all don't know, and that's a fact. To be honest, some of the least informed people have the most polarizing things to say. That's a fact. All right. He said, yes, sir, I clear it up. What I'm trying to say is I believe, meaning I could be dead wrong. Most fighters aren't respected once they get to the table, so he needs to come with his A game. That may mean getting some representation that is respected at the table. At the end of the day, he was with Bob Arum. And it didn't get done. Y'all, everybody know what's going on. Everybody knows what's going on. You know, everybody knows what's going on. You know, so We can continue to play dumb and try to be like that, man. Al Heyman is bad for boxing. I keep telling y'all that, and it pains me to say that about another black man, but fuck it. It is. It has to be said. And even without Terence Crawford, you can see how long it took for you to get Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter, Danny Garcia in the ring. All that was by design, bro. You know, all that was by design. You know, all that was by design. You know, all that was done. All that was by design. That's the crazy thing about it. So he need to be respected. Into like, bro, I was with Bob. What else you want me to do? Shit, what else you want me to do? You know what? I mean, he don't mess with no. He don't negotiate with nobody. I did what he said. I moved on. And then they said he kind of was doing some business with he was doing some business with Golan DeGuardia, Star Banner Box. I forget which one it was. He was the one that was putting this shit together. So it don't matter who you get to the table. If Al don't want to make the fight, he don't want to make the fight. He didn't want to make the Shawn Porter fight. Shawn Porter sat there and said, I ain't fighting nobody else unless you get it done. I ain't fighting nobody unless we get it done. So I mean shit, it is what it is. We still talking about this shit years later, and this fight just like it is what it is. It's lingering. It's lingering. It's lingering, bro. And that's the way Bob and all they doing is trying to freeze out Terence Crawford. They trying to wait till he get old, have a chink in his armor. All right, come on, everybody behind the scene know what's going on with Al Haymon, bro. Everybody know what's going on. The people gonna play the role because Terence Crawford an easy target. He didn't get some niggas some interviews, so it is what it is. The media reality is not all. It's never really the reality. The media make you think, certain people in certain countries are the enemies, and when the real enemies are another set of people. We know what the deal is. We know what the deal is. We not stupid. Some of us not stupid. We don't believe what you see on TV. Believe half of what what they say, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Even expect by me. With that said, I kill niggas dead. Whatever he said in that song. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and keep arguing with people all day, bro, about this dude. I mean, they gonna move the bar however they want to move the bar, and it is what it is. Everybody know what's going on. The man Al Haymon is bad for boxing, and he don't make fights on his side of the streets. He don't make fights on the other side of the street. That's the facts. That's the facts. That's the fact. He don't want to make no fights. He want to keep bum bashing. If the network's gonna keep paying the money to bum bash, he's a crook. He's a crook. That's what he is. He's a crook. Hate to say it. Stealing from boxing fans. And Andre Ward said, I hear you sound like you have some inside information. I want to hear more. Get with me on the Porterway podcast. So, do it sound like he got some inside information? He said, yes, sir, cleared. I'm trying to say I believe. I'm meaning I could be dead wrong. If you got some inside information, come on. I could be dead. Oh, come on. Sound like a rumor to me. Maybe you do, bro. I'm just doing like, bro, it is what it is, dude. I'm tired of boxing, dude. I'm hanging on the limb like Tina Marie, bro. I'm hanging on the limb with this shit. This shit is just trash. Schedule's trash. Promoters trash. It ain't never been this bad, bro. Never. But hey, it is what it is. Check out the Box News playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Link tree, the first link in the description. Peace.